All right. You should overlay my one overlay reminder of the tournament.
No, we're good. We are good. I'm
All
loving
right.
that we get to see a lot of this map, man. But I think it's pretty funny that it's always like Protoss and Terran games that we get to see it a lot on. I think that's probably the reason why I don't see it as often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good that you get to see games on it too, because then when you do have to play it, like you'll feel a little bit more comfortable knowing strategies and stuff, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Alrighty.
All right, so our pink Protoss player in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, coming at us from SGL, it is MoistNugget.
And his opponent in the top right, the blue Zerg from the Doe, it is Wohkadeh.
Newo says my grandma would beat my ass if I got supply blocked. Damn. like
Jesus, man.
That's why he's so good. No. That's pretty funny, man. Yeah, we'll have to see how they choose to play this map, though. I think there's a lot of room for, like, crazy proxies and all kinds of cheesy shit on this map, and that's part of the reason why I don't like it. But we'll have to see how they go. So far, it doesn't look like either one of them is going to do anything too crazy. But there's all this dead space over here, like, outside of the main. I think you could do some really shady stuff right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it.
Just instantly goes for the shady stuff. Like, oh man, here's all the potential proxy locations. Thank God you don't play Protoss, dude.
Yeah, seriously, because that's what I'd be thinking of right away is just dropping all kinds of stuff right there. No, I don't know. Like, I don't hate this map or anything. It just looks like it could be a nightmare for someone like me because I have a really weird style of play. So
yeah. Yeah, man. So it looks like MoistNugget feeling pretty confident going into this series. Opens up Nexus first into Gateway. Meanwhile, over at Wohkadeh's base, he's grabbed his hatchery. His pool is coming up. Pretty standard from him. But MoistNugget going with that Nexus first gets a slight economic advantage to start this game. So
yeah, we'll have to see if that gets scouted or anything. There is an Overlord headed over there, but it's going to be a while before it gets to that location. And maybe it could get, blown out before it even gets there. We'll have to see what comes out of this gateway. But he needs to find out that it went down that early, so he just kind of knows about it. Or maybe he'll just feel really safe to drop a third behind this. Mr. Woke, we'll have to see. So
we will have to see indeed, man. Nexus just finishing up. Cybercore is going down. And a second gateway is going down. I imagine we'll probably see 2 Adepts come out of that just for pressure, but we'll have to see.
Well, this is a really good map for it because of the way the bases are spread out. If you can get to the third and draw the army out, then you can shade up into the main up here. So I do like that decision on this map just because the way it's all spread out. Nikki B. Red says, I hate MoistNugget's name. It's gross sounding. I like it. But I'm a little biased, I guess. I don't know.
He is a NSL champion, man. That's what's up. And look at that.
You're right, though. Yeah, absolutely. You're right. 2 Adepts coming out.
So, as you said, too, though, man, you were right as well. The third is coming down. Just 4 Lings right now. This could be problematic as the Adepts are just about to finish up and probably will start shading across the map. But he does have plenty of time here to get his queens out. Ooh, man, that Natural actually is building pneumatized carapace, which I think is a really good idea, but not when you're about to get Adept.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, there's not really enough queens to hold this, and his Lings aren't even going to see... Oh, maybe... No, he didn't see him go out at all. So these Adepts might be able to shade around and find a couple drone pickups here if he's not careful. We'll have to find out how many queens come out, but there's nothing in production just yet. He'll just have to deal with it with his normal 2 queens. I don't know.
Yep. Oh, he's, I think, bringing the Lings back now. Yeah,
oh,
so
yeah.
Get caught up a little bit here. More Adepts coming through. And this is actually going to get a little awkward here for Wohkadeh as the Adept number is starting to grow. It's at 4 right now.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And once these reinforcements get up to these 2 that are already in the base, I think things are going to spiral a little bit out of control. He needs to get down like a lot of queens or maybe Roachhorn or something. I'm not really sure. And behind this, Stargates are out as well. So this is probably going to be the old Phoenix Adept, which is a pretty nice build if you're unprepared for it. So.
Indeed, sir. These Adepts, one does go down, which is pretty nice. Nice Ling control by Wohkadeh. They will get to work on this hatchery. Only one of them's attacking, though, so it will take a long time to go down.
Yeah, I do like this move, though, in dropping the Spine Crawler, man. It helps out a lot, especially when they're shading around all over the place. You can kind of leave them alone. I mean, some people don't like it because it takes away the economy mining time, but I really like that decision, dude, just, on a personal note, so we'll have to see.
It's from me to you, man.
Yeah, from me to you guys. No, I don't know, like, people are like, you shouldn't do it because then the drone can't mine the whole time, but I'd rather the drone not mine than lose, like, 5 or 6 drones that just went down, so I don't know, man. I don't know. I see it as kind of like a fair trade, but I do like the fact that he dropped it down, though.
Word. Sorry, I'm laughing about Carter's fucking comment. Or
Right.
fucking logic. He's
I
like,
didn't
I was
see it.
playing my opponent. He's like a fiddle. So yeah, as you said, Phoenix, man, coming out here now. They're going to be able to shoo away this Overlord, but Wohkadeh does get a nice drop of Lings in here. Unfortunately, won't be able to get the pylon. Oh, he's going to pick this one. Nope, Photon Overcharge.
Yep, once Overcharge
goes.
comes in, they're going to get cleaned up. He might be able to get a couple probes, though, for his troubles before they're cleaned up. So far, one went down. All right, he got a second one, so that might be worth it, I guess, for 2 or a couple Lings. But as you said, man, now there's a couple Phoenixes out, and with 2 more being made behind this, he needs to find an answer for that. Now there's going to be an insane amount of gateways to power up a lot of adept production, and with Phoenixes, man, that can be a pretty ridiculous build. He does have layer, though, being made. Woki does, so he might be able to pump something out for these Phoenix, but it'll just kind of matter how many he gets out before that happens.
Yeah, man. It's weird. It feels like we're seeing a lot of like hot style builds tonight, man. This Phoenix is something that we don't see too much anymore, at least at in a lot of our Platinum Diamond tournaments. But I really like this style, man. There are spores down, but this just gives you a ton of map control, forces Zerg to bring their overlords back, and allows you to kind of safely poke around and take a third.
Yeah, absolutely. So I do like this behind this decision that Woke is going to take his 4th. That's usually what I hear a lot of good players say. If you see those Phoenix, you can feel pretty free to just macro up as long as you have spores everywhere. So that was probably the correct decision, but he didn't have the spore part. So they were able to lift up a couple drones and start having his way with them. But they're still... Okay, there's a spore up in the 2nd. All right, and the 3rd too. So I guess it was just in the main. He was relying on his queen there. So... He did drop the Hydra Den, though, so that's what he's going to choose to fight this with. And Hydras can be really good as long as you don't let the Phoenix count kind of spiral out of control. So,
yeah, definitely, man. There is an oh man, some Lings getting picked up here too. The number of Phoenixes is really starting to get out of control.
Yeah.
And as you said, man, Hydra is definitely a good unit against them. But if they're coming out of the hatcheries and going to rally points, and they're getting caught individual by the Phoenixes, man, that's a ton of money that you're wasting.
Yeah, absolutely. And then on top of that, the amount of gateways that are going to be pumping out adepts here in a minute. And Glaives is going to be finished by then soon, too. So,
yep, absolutely, man.
That's a lot of Phoenix, though, man.
That is a scary amount of
just
Phoenix
singling out that one drone, man. Oh, another one, too. No! These pickups.
I know, right? So they are just going to come in here, start to go to work. There's even a couple oracles here to help shred the Hydras when they do come out. 3-base Protoss, definitely something to be feared as we see more gateways coming down. And finally, the Warp Prism. So I'm sure we will see a move out shortly from MoistNugget.
Yep, absolutely. So Glaives is about to finish up. He has an insane amount of warp gates. It's probably about time for the move out, as you said. And he has 3 bases, too. So he's able to pull ahead in workers. And it's now 54 probes to 47 drones. So... he's got to be feeling pretty good about this game, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those 2 adepts in the beginning, man.
Yeah.
It all comes back to that, But
as you can see, a warp in, slow warp in, I believe, coming down as he's bringing that gateway in to speed that up on his next one. Won't really matter as this warp prism should be coming out soon here, making its way across the map.
Yep, absolutely. And nothing coming out of the Stargates. I was waiting to see if he was going to continue Phoenix production or what, but I think he's feeling comfortable with just these adepts. So,
yep, absolutely, man. Some Lings getting tagged. Jesus, that's a lot of adepts, man.
Yeah.
The Hydras will start to come out from the mineral lines. There isn't a whole bunch of them, honestly. MoistNugget has the direct counter to Hydras and a bunch of adepts and Phoenixes.
Yeah, and as you said, it's just a numbers count at this point. He had the right move, but man, those adepts alone are going to pick off all of these Hydras. So, yeah, and just like that, he's going to call GG, and MoistNugget will take it, man. That's what happens when you get in with a lot of early aggression and just start pulling away in that macro game. So, very well played there.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Like I said, I love that build, dude. It gives you a ton of map pressure, and you're just kind of free. The one downside of that build, though, and I was actually going to comment on this, probably why we don't see it in Plat Diamond as much, is because it requires so much APM to do.
Yeah. Like,
you have to be able to fly those Phoenixes around, constantly be picking stuff up, poking at overlords, and also macroing behind it, and it's really APM intensive.
Yep, but he pulled it off, man. That was pretty well executed, I gotta say, man. Just finding that early damage enough, and breaking up that macro game was pretty good. So, we'll have to see how he does on Belshire.
Yep, absolutely. Let's get it.
Yep.
Moving along swiftly tonight, dude.
Yeah, this is moving along rather quick, but I like that, man. Sometimes these things last a couple hours, like sometimes 6, so I really wanted to get it somewhere around 4 hours. We'll have to see. But a lot of people have already progressed into round 2. No one's made it into round 3 just yet, though, but I'd imagine by the time we come out of this game, we might have a couple people in there, so we'll have to see, man. It might be a fast night, though, but I'm all right with that. That'll mean...
we got that doubleheader clan war tomorrow, so it's not like we're skimping on the content this week.
Yep, absolutely. So let me just throw up the score really quick. Oh shit, that's the wrong one.
Oh okay. Shit.
Yeah, no, I messed that one up. All right, so from Soldier Gaming League, I can't believe I remember that. Our yellow Protoss player in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, it is MoistNugget.
And his opponent, kind of getting bopped there by an old school build. The blue Zerg trying to come back in this series from Clan The Doe. It is Wohkadeh.
Yep. The Doe, I like his clan name, man.
The Doe.
He's got a lot of fans in chat, too. Yeti, I know, is out here cheering for MoistNugget. These guys played in our tournament last time. So, yeah, pretty glad that they came back this time around. We'll have to see. Logic says very well played by Protoss. Yeah, that was very well executed. As Giggle said, that build gets a lot of hate, but I don't know. It can't when it's that hard to play, and he played it pretty well, man. So, as you said, it requires a lot of APM. So,
I like that build a lot better than I do. You can do that build with DTs behind it, and it's like, okay, man. If I lose to that build with the depths, like, all right, well, I tip my hat to you, sir. But if I lose to that build with the DTs, I'm just like, yo, fuck that shit.
You
like,
have no soul. Yeah, exactly.
I know, dude.
He took that gas rather early this time around. Do you think he's up to a little bit of the same thing? I don't know. I couldn't remember when he took it last time, but he took both of those really quick.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't see when he took the Nexus, but looking at this, it looks like he went Gate Nexus. But I gotta say, man, MoistNugget taking that gamble in the first game and going Nexus first, it paid off, man. And now he can play a little bit more defensively. He knows he's up game 1, and he won the macro game in that last one. So it's really on Wohkadeh to kind of set the tone of this next game here, because I'm sure MoistNugget's like, okay, all I got to do is do what I did last game,
Yeah, and as they're pointing out in chat, he won this, so it's not like he's a bad player, man. We've seen him win the whole damn thing, so we'll have to see, man.
Wait, say that one more time.
Didn't MoistNugget win last time?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we know he can win. Like, he's a very good player. We kept talking about him, but like, yeah, he's obviously a good player, considering he won the entire thing last week. So
you're only the top tier of players.
Yeah, exactly. You're only the best people in the Nydus. Nah, but I don't know, man. I'm pretty excited to see how these games get. We had some really, really crazy ones last week. So
yeah,
even Series 1 in this week was pretty good, though. It was just extremely fast, man. So
yep. Snowdrum came out in force, man, and MoistNugget's starting to look like he may do the same. Just took a little bit longer to get to where he wanted to be on that Phoenix Adept last game, but oh man, Wohkadeh going into that third base.
Yeah, that was really early. He built it pretty early last game, but I think this is a bit earlier, man. But I don't know. He's going to have an answer for those adepts again, because it's pretty much the exact same thing from MoistNugget. Those adepts are already coming across the map, so I don't know, dude. He needs something to deal with this. Those queens are a really popular choice. If you can get enough queens, you can deal with it, or really, really early roaches. But it looks like he's going to get kind of caught off guard and again have to pull back his lings. So, oh shit, he saw him though. That was a good pickup. Shall we start round 2 matches? Yeah, just don't go into round 3 yet. If you have a round 2 match, go ahead and jump into it. But yeah, these adepts jumping in here trying to find a little bit of damage. It was a much better reaction this time around, and he held his losses much better. I think they're going to get picked off even before losing a single drone. Very well played from Woke.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Making sure that this time he has the proper amount of lings to deal with that. Very nice adjustment by him. And now, actually, he has map control, and he's going to be pushing across the map. I don't even think we see those 2 adepts, and there may only be 1. But we don't see the extra set of adepts coming across the map here, as we just see a flood of lings coming from Wohkadeh.
Oh man, and he was able to,
man.
Yeah, and he was able to prevent the complete wall off there. It looks like he was trying to drop another gateway, but it got prevented from those lings. And he's trying to poke up in here, but okay, that adept gate there was really good, but it's gonna fall, man. This is a good move from Woke. He needed to get in there and find some damage, and it looks like that's just what he managed to do. So far 3 probes have gone down. It's not game ending or anything. But there's going to be a lot more where that came from. And now the entire line has been pulled. Oh, man. But the flood behind it. Holy shit. I didn't check in at the front. Shut down that production.
massive, man. I'd like to see him, instead of going for the gateway, go for that Nexus. But there isn't any pylon down here or anything, so this is all kind of for free. There's no photon overcharge. MoistNugget can't bring in, you know, the number of adepts that he needs to be able to stop this, so the Nexus will fall.
Yeah, and MoistNugget was up there doing a lot of damage to the mineral line, so I'm not sure if he saw the DT shrine. That's kind of going to be whether or not he instantly wins this game. But if he pokes up in there, he should see it again and be able to prepare for it. But that's about the only thing MoistNugget has that's going to hold him in this game. Once these Banes morph and he pops up into that wall, this is going to do massive damage to that economy line. Oh shit, that was a money force field though. That was great force field, dude.
Very nice by MoistNugget. These Banes are going to have to back up, go around. I think it may be a good idea to go for Dropper Lords or go for a Nydus. Okay, so we do see the lair coming down now. I wonder what if he's just going to back off. He does have the luxury of being on 3 bases, so he doesn't have a lot of drones, but oh man, that sentry will die. Yeah, and the DTs run right past the Ling, so he's trying to get across the map and find some economic damage of his own, and I love that decision because it looks like he's kind of got things held as is now. Oh, that was great, man. Just that force field alone and then building another wall. So Woke is through now, and I don't think he's going to be able to hold this, man. I liked his position until that wall fell. I thought he was going to be able to force the gateway behind it, but I don't think he got it just up yet. That's funny. Just the way you said that. I liked his position until there were Lings in his face. Well, yeah, but you know what I mean? Like, it looked like he was going to be able to close the wall, and then it magically just stopped happening. So, I don't know. I liked it until that point, but then obviously there's not much to do. So he has this overcharge, but I don't think that's going to be just enough. And as Logic pointed out in chat, he's pissed, man. It's like he came out with a vengeance, and he came for that ass game too. Oh shit! But behind this, the DTs are dude. DTs they're starting to get to work on Zerg's base. All the drones are having to be pulled. So Zerg does have a lot of Zerglings, but unfortunately doesn't have a way. Okay, some Overseers coming in now, and that should hopefully clean it up. Yeah, so that helps out a lot. I think MoistNugget lost this game, and we're gonna get our game number 3. It looks like it's not over just yet at all, but as pointed out in chat, man, it's like Woke was out for vengeance this time around. He had something to prove. Oh, these Overseers though, a bit of a miss, Micro. All right, there we go. Yeah, okay, come on. Come on. It's crazy how much one DT can tear up that hatch, though. Look at that. Jesus. I'm not balance mining or anything, but that was crazy, man. I guess he was wailing on it for a really long time, but still. That was a good pull from MoistNugget. He needed to do a little bit of damage, so. Absolutely, man. Wohkadeh still does have 3 bases. Not much money banked up, so he is able to, you know, he saved a lot of his drones, and he has 1 mineral line saturated. But unfortunately, oh man, those Lings ran right under the Warp Prism. Hopefully he saw that. Oh shit, I missed that, yeah. Okay, no, he does. He has some Lings. Look at this. Look at really nice by Wohkadeh, man. Got his 2 Overseers and a pack of Lings guarding his mineral line. Yep, absolutely. And okay, I do like this wall. It's been a while before we checked in on the old wall. This time I do like it. Last time I didn't so much because it let the Lings through, but this time, yeah, no, I'm just fucking around. But this time he was able to overcharge and send him packing because this is a complete wall off, and he's just gonna rely on this Warp Prism over here. So, what is in there? Okay, we got some Zealots, man. 2 Zealots. Indeed, yeah, I don't want to. This game, I certainly don't know how to call it at this point. I mean, MoistNugget, his position definitely isn't looking very good. This hatchery is really low from Wohkadeh. He does have a 3rd. Eventually, as the mining starts to kick in and more drones are made, Wohkadeh will start to take the lead here. I really liked your call of Dropper Lords. Like, big surprise there that I'm advocating Dropper Lords, but seriously, I think that would have been a really good call here. Just poke into the side and see what kind of damage you could get done. Also, the Nydus call too, but MoistNugget does have a bunch of pylons over here. I mean, it's not impossible, but I do like that call. Just try to poke in now that there's a full wall up. But as you said, dude, MoistNugget is still on a single base, and that's going to run into problems here in the future. As long as Woke can get a little bit of economy rolling. He's only up 6 drones, though, so. Yeah, that's kind of the thing, right? Like, I mean, both of them will, as Wohkadeh starts to get that second, or is natural saturated now, it starts to become a non-factor. But for a while there, they were both on 1 base saturated. Like, Wohkadeh had the larva production from 3 bases, but not, you know, enough money to make it happen. Warp Prism coming into the main here. Let's see if it gets any kills. Okay, yeah, it's still just got 2 Zealots in there as Warpin does come in. It's a DT. Okay, yeah, I do like this DT play because he saw that there was no Spore or anything really to defend this. But he's forced to elevator his own units out of his base, man. I thought he was going to kill that pylon or something just so he could get out. But instead, he just chose to, like, elevator them up and over. But, I mean, it's still a smart play. He's just trying to prevent any Ling run bys or something. But I think this is where that Nydus you were talking about would come into play really, really handy right here. He has a pretty slow and immobile army. If you could somehow just catch him in the middle of the map and drop a Nydus, man, that would be
pretty nice, even though we just want to see a Nydus. We're biased, but
I know, right?
like, there's no secrets
is-
here. We want to see the Nydus. So
This is really interesting from MoistNugget here, as he's going to do double Warp Prism drops, man. And what is going to the third is a big army, but there also is a significant sized army dropped in the main as well. DT's sprinkled in there just to be tricky.
yeah, but there's no Spore over here at the third. So once this Queen falls, I mean, there's really nothing to defend this at all. He's going to lose this entire third. Having no detection there really hurt Woke. And then once he pulls the army out across, this is going to come into the main here. Oh, and still no detection. Okay, so yeah, there's mobile detection here. Man, those Lings got cleaned up a lot, and now he's going to lose this main. I really like this play from MoistNugget, man. That was
Dude,
slick.
Fantastic use of double Warp Prism
Yeah.
there. Absolutely, just, dude, game-changing, brings him back into this game. Attacking two places at once. Zerg forced to defend. Doesn't really know where the DTs are. Zealot's even taking a fantastic engage at the
yeah,
top
I was
of
gonna
the
say
ramp
they
here,
got a
dude.
little gate, so you're just negating the surround from these Lings. Okay, now they can come and get the surround, so they should be able to clean this up. But as you said, that was a monster use of double Warp Prism there. Oh shit, the third will fall too behind this. Jesus, dude, MoistNugget's a monster. That was about as perfect as he could have played that. I do think this is gonna get cleaned up, but not before it takes out the third with it, man. That was insane.
Yep, nice save there from MoistNugget as well. By the way, there are a couple DTs that are going to join up. A little bit of a miss micro there from MoistNugget. He did have those, but the lair eventually will go down, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Just rough as these Warp Prisms are going to come in and even save the DTs. Get out with both Warp Prisms filled with units.
Yeah, man, that was rough. To lose the main and the third at exactly the same time kind of resets the game, and now I'm starting to like MoistNugget's position a lot more. So he's down in the worker lead, but it's only by 2, but he's up in bases now. So this game completely flipped on its head, and now I find that Woke is on his back foot and needs to climb out of this. Oh, shit. Okay, so this huge... I was looking to see if he pulled all workers or if that's just a misrallied worker. But I thought he was going completely all in. I was about to lose my shit, dude. Just drones and all and everything and just like march. That would have been awesome. But I don't know. I think this alone has it, dude. That's a lot of Hydras. So the Lings are going to be able to clean up all these adepts right away. There is an overcharge on the play, but there's no more left. Because Mothership Core got taken out. Man, I really like Woke's position now. And I think he's going to be able to attack in here largely unopposed. But we're off to a base race because there's nothing at home for these DTs. And he's known about them for a really long time here, but there's been no spores. So he needs to get some drones across and make an extractor. Yeah, we're off to a straight-up base race. I love this game.
Protoss does not have any probes or anything like that out on the map. Okay, so we do see a base coming down from Wohkadeh. Very nice response.
Yeah.
And I think, yeah, man.
Yeah,
if all these probes go down.
This is a straight base race. I think all he's got to do is clean up all these buildings and he'll be okay. So he does have this ninja base down here. I think that's enough to save it. He could go get a ninja extractor or something too. Anything at this point. But man, what a crazy-ass game, dude. That was a roller coaster. I'm so glad we get to move into a game number 3 between these guys. That shit was nuts. Like, my palms are sweating and I wasn't even playing the damn game, dude. That was crazy. Okay, so we already have our third map. Let me just jump into it. DTs are such a shit unit. Oh, man.
So, Paladino.
Paladino, thank you, sir. What a crazy series, dude. I'm loving this. We've had a good night so far. It's been really fast-paced, but they've been some good games, dude. Don't fight on the ramp, bruh. Yeah, I'd agree. Those zealots there were blocking off like 30 Lings. It was crazy. They were straight 300ing it.
Yeah, that was a really good engage, man.
Yeah. All right, so the last map will be Paladino Terminal. I'm pretty excited to see which way this is gonna go.
I know, right? Coming down. Finally, we have. We were moving along pretty quickly in those games there, but starting to slow down a little bit in this particular series. That was an awesome game to watch, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So let me just check in with the GMs. I'm just making sure that they kind of have a time frame about how this is going to go. And looking at the bracket, a couple people have already progressed into round number 3. So if we can just tell Jordan and Snowdrum to wait, we can already have our round 3 lined up behind this. I think that's worth like just holding off the game for 1 second. Let me whisper them. Do you see Jordan in the lobby? Fuck, I hope they're not playing their round 3.
I don't. Do you want to do that double cast though? Is there anyone else?
What do you mean? Oh, no, we don't have to double cast it. I'm just saying that would be a round 3 already. This is only round 2.
Cool, yeah. I mean, let's finish out this series.
Yep, absolutely. But I hope they're not playing already. That would suck. All right. So I'm pretty excited to see how this is gonna finish up, dude. That's been a monster of a series so far. I think either one of them could take it, based off what we've seen so far.
Yeah, man. That last game was really nuts. That came down to the wire and kind of who played better in panic moments. Wohkadeh just on point with the hatchery, man.
Yeah.
Probably knew during that whole base race, like, hey, man, I'm good.
Yep. All right. So from the dough in the top left-hand corner of the map, our blue Zerg player currently tied in this series. It is Woke.
And his opponent winning game 1, but kind of losing a crazy game 2, looking to close out the series here from Soldier Gaming League. It is MoistNugget.
The most moist of nuggets, man.
NSL champ.
Yeah, NSL champion MoistNugget rather. No, but I'm pretty excited to see this map has some crazy possibilities, and I love the fact that it all comes down to this map, because this is such a crazy map to begin with, and the fact that everything matters on it is pretty cool.
Yeah, man. This is the map that I dislike the most out of the map pool.
Yeah.
Like, who made this, like, all these choke points? And everybody's like, dude, Terran should love this. This is awesome. And I'm actually just like, oh, man, these choke points. You throw a couple barracks in those, and you got yourself a free 3-Rax Reaper right there, man.
Yeah, didn't they say that this is the best 3-Rax Reaper map that's ever been made because of the rush distance or something? Like, I don't know if that was, like, internet salt or if that was a fact, like, the factual statement. But I did read that this is, like, the best map for 3-Rax Reaper that's ever been made.
Honestly, I wouldn't doubt it just looking at it, because, like I said, a couple of barracks and you'll just immediately have a wall off and a free expansion. And as you stated, it is a short brush distance map. I've been trying to back off the cheese and 3-Rax Reapering people recently, but you know.
Don't lie, Giggle. I watch your stream all the time. No, I'm just messing around.
It's never
dude.
truly gone. You always have it in the back there.
Yeah, so it's cool. We do have our series. We'll cast Jordan and Snowdrum. I don't think we've casted Jordan in the tournament ever, so I'm really excited that this is going down. Have we? Correct me if I'm wrong here, but this will be a first, right?
Yep.
And Just always has our back, so awesome. We already have our series or our round number 3 picked out, man. I'm excited. This tonight's gonna fly by, dude. Maybe we will hit our 4-hour tournament mark that we tried to hit forever.
Yeah, man, for sure.
So really standard opening from the Protoss side of things, just a Cyber and a Gateway. He's got one Adept coming out, and then on the Zerg side of things, it looks rather standard as well. Nothing too crazy. I was wondering, because of this map, if we were just going to get a straight up Flood or something, but nothing too crazy yet. And I think that's all because of that early scout. So.
You see a couple of pylons going down out here for MoistNugget. That's going to help him secure that expansion. Each one of those becomes an awesome cannon with pylon overcharge if anyone is new to the game.
Best unit in the game. Oh, shit. We have a really, really early layer.
Nice. 2-base muta?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe, right? Like, just because of this map, I can see that for sure. He's just, I don't know. This is a really good map to get scouted on by Adepts. So the fact that goes unnoticed before Aspire comes out is probably not going to happen. But we'll have to see. This Adept is coming across the map now. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I do like the play. Don't get me wrong, but I think it's going to be scouted just because of how short this map is. So.
I was like, you got one word from finishing that sentence.
Yeah, I know. I ran out of breath, man.
I was like, dude, just ran out of gas on it, I guess.
So this Adept is going to shade up and see that a layer has been started, man. That's got to start triggering some bells. Oh, shit. He didn't take it.
Did the shade not
see
even
it,
up
though?
there?
I think it got close enough to see it, man. We can't check his vision, so... Yeah, I think he had to have seen it based off of it.
Sorry, I'm still running the old because I'm not the observer. I run the old one. So if you do have a question about whether or not I saw it, I can actually access that.
Oh shit! So did he then?
No, he didn't. He hasn't been up in the main base at all.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I saw the shade up there, but I didn't know how far. Oh fuck! Look what's on the field, GiggleBear. A Nydus network. Yeah, no. So where's he gonna try to poke in at? Right here?
What?
A Nydus network is the down, dude.
Oh yeah, man.
So where's he gonna
depends on which overlord that he's gonna use. I imagine it's probably gonna be the one. Yeah, we see the one at the bottom left there, moving into the main base.
Yep.
What's it? Is it gonna be
DTs versus Nydus Worm? What a crazy ass game this shit's gonna be, dude. Roaches, it looks like just a bunch of roaches. Probably pull a
good amount of queens.
Yeah, he'll send the queens, dude. This is game number 3. You gotta send the queens, right?
Absolutely, dude.
I would send him even if it was game number 1. But yeah, I don't know if there's really going to be anything to hold this. And he's relying on the gate down here at the bottom with that sentry. So this is a monster play from Woke, dude. I love this.
And this map too has these crazy vents. I remember playing this as Zerg, dude. And the Nydus is coming in now. It's a fantastic place for this to go down. I'm sure MoistNugget, when he hears it, he probably will know it's coming down there.
Yeah, but how many of these probes are gonna die first, dude? The queens are already out, and the roaches are just gonna start flooding through. I absolutely love the fact that this just went down. I'm pretty sure this is the first Nydus that's gonna win a game. We've said that before and lost though, so we gotta be careful. Oh shit, there's nothing for the DTs.
Man.
Oh shit, I didn't think about that, man. There was no answer for this DTs, and just like that, he's forced to hop back into Nydus, or he's gonna lose all of this. Oh, we're never gonna get one that just outright wins a game, are we? I'm sad about that, dude.
DTs were definitely very nice. The Warp Prism is going to pick them up and make their way across the map. He does have this other Overlord here. When this Warp Prism is out, he could do another Nydus where the natural is, but, man, DTs.
Yeah, he's not going to let the same thing happen this time around. He has 3 going down in the main, but there's still no spores getting dropped in the natural, dude. We might get a repeat of what happened last time. We'll have to see. So all of his army's coming out of this. Oh, shit, if these queens can get the pickup, that'd be really nice. Nope.
Yeah, that
not going to happen.
Huge, dude.
Damn, that's...
So he does have an Overseer at least, which is really nice. He should be able to shoo the DTs away for now.
I want to see him hop back in that Nydus and head back over, dude. Like, come on.
I know, right?
We need this.
And the creep spread is down at least, so he does have that going for him in the Protoss space a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not sure if he'll really jump over or what. I think he might give up on it, but as you said, maybe he could use this one over here by the natural to pull apart down here. I don't know, man. We'll have to see how this goes. Given the first 2 games, I'm not sure how to call this game. So,
yeah. Even if nothing else, he could kind of, use the Nydus to get in there and get some queens out, try and spread creep.
Yep. So the double Archon drop is down. I think it's going to get cleaned up rather convincingly. Oh, shit. That was some good pickup from him. Yeah, man, this Warp Prism is just going to be really annoying as he's trying to macro his way out of this. He now has an extreme worker lead, too. It's 46 probes to 24 drones. So, man, when these Immortals march with all this Sentries, he's going to be able to warp in a lot of units, dude. I don't know if he's going to be able to hold. It's going to come down to Roaches versus Immortals. That never really goes in Zerg's favor, so...
No, it does not.
We'll have to see.
What you kind of need here is like Ling Hydra or something like that. But the Roaches are just kind of necessary to kind of deal with the Archons.
Yep, and it's not like a game-ending number of Immortals versus them or anything, but this is going to become increasingly harder to hold as more and more of them pop out. And so far, there's only 1 in production. Okay, so another Storm, or an Archon, rather. Oh, shit, he could kill it, too, but he doesn't see it. Oh, he saw it a little bit too late. He will be able to pick it up before it does any damage, though, so that was a good pickup there. And he has his 3rd out, too, so...
Yeah, so he picked up a couple of Sentries, too, that got a little bit caught out, and he picked up, as you said, that Archon. So those are some pretty key units to weaken the push of MoistNugget here, as we do see a Warpin come in. What is it? DTs. So it's going to be 2 more Archons. And Zealots, oh my god, MoistNugget's going for the game. Jesus,
yeah,
more
absolutely.
Coming in.
Well, as we said, man, we knew this weapon was going to be huge. I didn't know that it'd be that huge, but I'm not sure that there's enough Roaches to hold this, man. We'll have to see. It's all going to come down to some really good engagements, but the charge lots are already marching in. They're going to clean off a couple Roaches right away. Maybe with some good kiting, he might be able to hold this. The Queen will help out a little bit. Oh, shit. He gets picked off right away. Some good force builds, too, splitting up the DPS of all of these Roaches, man. What a good engagement. As we said, man, I'm not sure he's really going to be able to hold anything this, and Warping comes in behind it as well, so.
Oh, yeah, dude. Even more Zealots coming in.
Damn.
Archons, the key unit there, man.
Yep. And the champ will advance on through.